Deal, right?
This guy's chat was really, really graphic. And the decoy was a little bit playful. And he made this request involving a cat and Cool Whip and a sex act.
A cat. A cat? A C-A-T. Let's hit a cat.
Made this request involving a cat and Cool
A cat. Okay, I think he said cat.
Whip and a sex act with the girl. And she sort of said, well, I'll consider that if you'll walk into the house naked.
Are you sure he wasn't saying another word for cat that starts with a P, or is he talking about an actual cat? I mean, why a cat? If you try to do something like that with the cat would just freaking maul you. Cats are mean, man. They got those claws and they bite and scratch, and they're ferocious, man. You don't mess with the cat. Just good God, man.
All right, he's
The cat will cut your junk all to just cut you up like deli meat, brother. Yeah, I don't think you want a cat. Cats are mean.
walking into the living room. Emily, call out.
Hey, just take a seat at the table.
I know that's the least of our worries, but just cats are mean. They have that feral primal instinct to, like, you can even pick up a cat most of the time without them getting mad and starting to fight you. I'm just saying, cats are not the cuddly things like dogs are, you know. And even a dog, if you tried that shit, they'd probably just maul you too.
I'll be right there. I'm getting ready with my cat.
Right.
Wait, just take a seat. Have a cookie.
Bro, why would you? Can't justify it. Can't explain it. It's just stupidity. That's the excuse we're gonna go with. Is how are you gonna go in someone's house and just start strutting around naked? I don't even do that in my own house.
I made them because they'll go with the Cool Whip. It was kind of a little surprise.
The decoy says, come on in, I'm just going to do something real quick and I'll come out. And she comes into the room where I'm at. Well, before I can get past her... and
that girl looks way too young. That's kind of creepy that I know she's 18 or 19, but at the same time, that's creepy that she looks that young. Just, oh my God. Like, you know, just for anybody that's even around her age to date her would just be just creepy to me. Just, yeah.
and open the door, he has hot-footed it across the living room and has his hand on the door. So I open the door, he's there, he's stunned, I'm stunned.
You want to explain yourself?
How many peckers do you think Chris Hansen is saying at this point? Between all the chat logs that have pictures of dude's junk that he's had to read through and siphon through to know what was going on, you know, so he knew what questions to ask to people just walking in naked. How many peckers has Chris Hansen seen but at this point on the show? That poor guy.
Grab that towel right there, please. Wrap it around yourself, and please sit in that stool. What are you doing?
Making a mistake.
Making a mistake. You drive into somebody's driveway, walk into their house, strip naked, and walk in where you think there's a 14-year-old girl home alone.
You know what? I'm not trying to say anything gay or anything perverted, but seriously, why don't you just try that with every predator? See, just get all of them to come in there naked, because you know what? Then the case would be bulletproof. Like, they really couldn't be in court and say, all right, you were coming to see a 13-year-old girl. Do you have any defense to this, or whatever they would say? And it's like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Well, you walked in there naked thinking there was one there, and it's like, there you go, the case is out the window. You get extra charges for indecent exposure, indecent liberties with the minor, or whatever. You get some extra charges, everyone claps, and it's just wonderful.
What is going on in your mind?
Oh, idiot. Well,
You don't know.
Stupid mistakes.
Stupid mistakes. Now, what do you think would have happened, Marvin, had I not been here and had there actually been a 14-year-old girl in that next room? What would have happened after you walked in there naked?
I guess something probably would have happened.
Something like what?
Something along sexual lines.
Like you would have had sex with a 14-year-old girl?
I'm not sure if I would have done that, but...
Marvin, you're naked.
Someone needs to make a song out of that. Marvin, you're naked. Marvin, you're naked. Just like sort of like they did with like the Jesse Lee Peterson stuff about as a crackhead. When he did that, it was a song where they took one clip of Jesse saying that Marion Barry was a crackhead, and they turned it into an amazing song. You could do that into a Chris Hansen song. Marvin, you're naked.
Sex with a 14-year-old girl.
I'm not sure if I would have done that, but
Marvin, you're naked.
I wouldn't
But Marvin, had I not here,
have
Trying to find out where you can.
you went all the way.
gone all the way. I wasn't going, gone all the way. I wasn't going.
You went all the way when you took your clothes off, just about.
He's one of those guys who
You could turn that into
is
some
very
memes. You really
short with
could.
his answers. Say to him.
The cat, the whipped cream. You want the girl to have sex with a cat and use whipped cream? What?
How would I don't want to know now. I don't want to know. Like there's the meme about like white women having relations with dogs and stuff. You know, like a lot of people make that a joke or whatever, saying that all white women sleep with their dog, which is BS, of course. And with the cat, I mean, cat really doesn't make sense. Even less sense than I'm talking about from like a. Cats don't exactly have. I'm not even gonna think about it anymore. That's so fucking gross that I need to sleep at some point. Jesus fucking Christ.
Explain that.
I was just being stupid. That I wasn't really serious about that.
I can only imagine what would have been going on in this house.
Chris, you probably shouldn't, because even my brain is just like, no, bro, you ain't doing this. Just draw a blank. Shut up. Don't even think about that shit no more. You know, we ain't gonna have no more brain cells coming in here and shooting themselves just thinking about that. My brain cells are dying again. They're all just like, you know, suffocating themselves even, you know, before they even try to see. My brain cells are frying again. Okay, just like this is your brain. This is your brain on To Catch a Predator. Any questions?
Had I not been here. Am I wrong to think that?
No, you're not.
So what's going to be happening if I'm not here? You're naked, there's a 14-year-old girl, you're chasing a cat around, you've got Cool Whip, and you want this girl to do some sex act with the cat, and then you'll
Cool Whip.
have sex with her. Is that accurate?
Emphasize the
Maybe
H.
if I ask for some water, please.
Some water?
Yes, please.
These are serious investigations, but undeniably, there are moments that, you know, border on the humorous. The guy asked for water, and, you know, I thought at that point the situation was under control, so I got him some water.
Saw that running around naked got you pretty dried out then, huh?
Chris just walks in all casual from the kitchen. Hey, here's a bottle of water. You get us a spot for Nestle Pure Life in this episode. I'm pretty sure that's what that is.
Have you ever met any young
matter,
girls
no.
online? First time.
Yeah, this is
I think that might be great value water now that I think about the label.
first time, which will never happen again. I can tell you that for now.
He started to giggle, partly because he thought it was funny, and partly because he was just really, really nervous,
Or you're just stupid.
having just been caught and now being confronted.
This is something, though. This is not right.
So you're promising me right now that you'll never
I'm promising myself that I'm not
hook up with a 14-year-old girl online, tell her to have sex with a cat, and walk into her house naked?
not even under 19. I'm promising that to myself, not even to you. This is not good.
Well, there's something else you need to know. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet teens online.
Yes, sir.
Now, if there's anything else you'd like to say about this predicament you're now in, we'd love to hear it.
Just trust me, it'll never happen again.
And if there's nothing else you have to say, then you're free to walk out that door where you stripped naked and walked in. You can keep the towel.
He gets up and he sort of tries to hold it around him. I mean, that's a bad situation to be in. I mean, first of all, you got caught soliciting a teen online. Second of all, you walk in naked. Third of all, you're going to be on network television. And now
Is he just gonna walk out the front door and get arrested naked?
you're heading outside, and you got to put your clothes back on real quick and get out
Okay,
there.
no,
and
he
you're not
didn't.
sure what you're going to face, and then you get arrested. That's a bad.
Police on the ground!
Dropped. What, bro? Is that policeman dressed up like a bush?
Police on the ground!
He got the he got the Ghost Recon thing on where he was dressed up like a bush. Look at that.
Are you over here on business or what?
All right, let's see the aftermath on him. What was his name again? Let me just go back and see really quick so I can type this in. Oh, totally professional doing the show, right? Just might as well get a notice on who he was again anyway. What was his name? Marvin Lakhan. I'm just gonna say Lakhan. Hold on a second. All right. Funny enough, he was actually on the related pages on the TCAP wiki. I didn't even have to search for him. He's right here, Marvin Lakhan or Lakhan. I don't know how you say it. Anyway, born in 85, place of birth Trinidad, 150 pounds, 5'5", another manlet. I believe our previous boy was also a manlet. Yeah, another 5'5" manlet. I know that's probably offended a lot of people, but seriously, if you're 5'5", I'm just, yeah. Okay, so we don't need to read the confrontation part because that's literally just telling you exactly what happened on the episode we just saw. Marvin is registered as a S offender in Florida. He was given a 5-year suspended sentence and deported to Trinidad in 2012 and is now working in a pharmacy. Oh boy. It's unknown if he's the pharmacist or someone else. His entire family cut off contact with him after learning of his involvement in the sting. It has been rumored that he has also snuck back into the U.S. and is on the run from immigration agents. It's strange. I thought he was Indian as well, as it says right here. Marvin is sometimes referred to as an Indian guy. Technically, he is, although he's actually from Trinidad, which has a population of Indian descent that isn't well known by most Americans. Really? I didn't know that. I thought most of them were kind of like white or Hispanic. You know, like they do have like the white Mexicans and stuff. That's something a lot of people don't know, is that Mexicans aren't all that particular color you think Mexicans are. There are plenty of people in Mexico that look just as white as me and, you know, other white people, but they just happen to be Mexican and speak Spanish. And the same thing with, you know, the black Mexicans. You know, there's black people down there that are technically Mexican, you know, grew up and everything in Mexico, speak Spanish, you know, always lived in Mexico. So it's not, you know, I guess you'd say their nationality and ethnicity is Mexican, really, because Mexican is kind of a melting pot like the U.S. is, really. I mean, you know, they've been, they got pillaged by the Spaniards and all that back in, you know, God knows how long ago, probably, what, 1400s or whatever. So, you know, they're a mix-up. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next episode where we will take a look at, I don't know who, but we'll see. When we get there, it's tomorrow at 5 p.m. That's what my posting schedule is every day at 5 p.m. EST. Also, join the Discord, join my mailing list so we can stay together in case I get banned for some reason. And also join me on Twitter where you can just get different updates and stuff. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care for now.